After my loss to Vitaly Letin, but I already have a match booked in 6 weeks, so gonna do a little arms, gonna do a little, I was just gonna do biceps, but maybe I do bis and tris.
You should do bis and tris.
I was gonna try to bench tomorrow, but I'll still do bis and tris probably.
Okay.
See what it looks like. Gotta get some work in, guys, gotta get some work in.
Now tell them why you do this after a match.
If I don't, I'm gonna be, arms will be all locked up for a couple days, like blood heals damaged tissue, so you immediately want to get blood in there as soon as possible. So, I mean, the first 3 rounds of 30 hurt like shit. But once you get some blood in there, it heals everything up nice.
So this is a little recovery workout.
Right.
Benji Macazon says, great match, MMT.
No, I appreciate it.
Respect, heads up, got a lot of haze. Thank you all for being in the chat. I'm a little tired. Cole says, I was just about to go to bed. Cole, we're not going to get to go to bed till we get on a plane. Headed home.
It's gonna be
Vitaly is a very tough ask. He also clamps on the hand and brutalizes the hand.
Well, I knew his hand was probably the strongest in the world, but I thought about that from a slipping perspective. I didn't think about it once I cracked his wrist, how hard he'd be able to clamp the back of my hand to keep me from walking, which is typically how, once I stop you, you commit to flop. I walk.
And you couldn't walk?
No, man, hold my hand up. Shit would move. Not great.
Appreciate your efforts. Galaxo says Vitaly's press was unbelievable. Exactly what was different about that press?
So long, like his arm was so long, he could press without across the end of the table.
Right.
So he closed out a lane for me to, transition back around. Him clamping so hard on my hand, so I couldn't walk, and then him being so far over, I'm at the back of the pad with nowhere really to go. I mean, I'm so happy for round 1 to go the way it did,
Yeah, center of the table. By the way, Arm Wrestling News, who is not on here, you didn't see Michael get center of the table? Did you miss round 1?
Center, but he said I didn't do my offensive side, which I had.
Actually, you were on the A side, yeah.
When they called me for that elbow foul, oh well. Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board. Cole said Sagov was brutal.
Very, very impressive.
So Robin Kaler wants to know, how strong was his grip compared to others?
Wasn't that intimidating in this, set up for the strap shit, but his ability to shut down my ability to walk when he was flopped was very impressive, and that's something I counted on.
I got you. Us too, Galaxo. Us too. HMD says he enjoys watching you arm wrestle.
I appreciate it.
He already has his next opponent, Calisthenics Life. It's in 6 weeks. He cannot announce it before the promotion.
Not gonna let them do that.
It's another big ass.
Fucking killer. I guess that's what you have in the super heavyweight division, right?
No, we have not slept, Jeremy. Vitaly versus Hermes right now, would you say it goes different?
Man, I'm not picking matches anymore. I don't know fucking shit about arm wrestling.
Hey, Michael, I felt like you absolutely had his hand and the rise in the beginning, but ended up way too open later. I feel like if you can get a tighter posting angle, he wouldn't be able to beat you.
Yeah, it's a lot easier said than done when you've been doing it as long as I have, right? But I am making gains. So the biggest thing is, for the last 15 years, my arm wouldn't close past here. So now it closes to here. But it's not the muscle atrophy. That range of the muscle didn't get used for 15 years. So the exciting thing about that is I'm getting newbie gains. So I'm setting up and I'm able to set in closer And I think, man, it's possible. By the end of the year, I can have the same type of posting up pressure, what Irma's calls back pressure, as he does. Because this is new to my arm. So that would change it drastically. So the crazy thing is,
No, he's just about to be 52, Ian's forehead.
yeah, I mean, what was it, 4.5 weeks, 5.5 weeks, something like that?
Were you surprised about Gennady and Abraham?
Man, we saw Gennady when we got here.
And he looked rough.
Killed him.
Yeah, I did.
But, said off, take nothing away from that dude, he's a stud.
Yeah.
So, tell him the thing about Todd Hutchins.
Oh, funny thing about Todd Hutchins, guys. So, I don't know if you guys
I didn't
remember.
sweat this much in the match.
No, Michael didn't sweat in the match, which is weird. So Sagoff and Todd had a match a couple years back, right? Todd sees not Sagoff, but someone else. I think it was just a friend of Sagoff's that's much smaller, and tells Susie, "Oh, that's Sagoff." No, that was Sagoff's friend. And he points at Sagoff. I don't know who that guy is. It was your opponent, Todd. He's like, I didn't beat that guy. Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Well, it's hysterical. Because he does look different, you know?
Benji Mack says Toddzilla was already at the airport hours ago. That does not surprise me. He is in and out, y'all.
That dude has it late, he has it down.
Modiz, me too. He says he always confuses Sagoff and Desiratov. Me too. I just call him the caveman.
Caveman twins.
Caveman twins.
There's some impressive looking dudes.
Oh.
Those guys are put together, you know?
Yes, Toddzilla bounced. Miss Rebecca, please let Michael know that he is such a warrior and he's got absolutely nothing to worry about because forcing Vitali to press is something very special. So, guys, his match should be announced any time now. In 6 weeks, it'll be in Chicago. And then after that, we have some plans. We just
don't know what, we have options. We just don't know what the plans are going to be like. Do I stay at super heavyweight? We don't know. We don't know. If there's a path back between now and July 2026, I mean, that's what I told. I'd commit for 24 months, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You're really looking so hot and beautiful. He is. I agree. He is facing a Eastern European next.
Yeah, basically.
Big one.
They got him a visa, and they needed an opponent.
Michael learned he's stronger than he thought somewhere else, and Vitali learned he had to press. When Michael held him, you saw the panic in Vitali.
Yeah. Well, I mean, came up short. But top rowing him, taking his hand, first 2 rounds. A lot of people didn't think I could do that.
Yeah. He does do legs every week. Just super heavy. Great job today. This is White Blur Street. Hey, the main event should be a best of 7, especially going for a title. I would have liked that too. Is new riser training helping you improve on the table?
Big time.
Big time, guys. Michael, you make Arkansas proud. Oh, thank you. Your name is Rebecca too, huh? Oh, cool. Yes, that's been announced. Morozov and Jerry in Chicago. And Devin is pulling Kurdecha in Chicago, left-handed.
I think that's it.
He has a super heavy match, but it is not Sagoff, guys.
Sagoff said multiple hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you train for your press, Michael?
go. I just always had it, you know.
The chopper says you should opt out of matches ref by Haristo.
Ain't that a fact? Oh, shit. I mean,
No, it's not
a hard
Svetkov, but I'm hoping Svetkov is okay.
Well, I mean, definitely blew his bicep.
That sucks.
Yeah. So remember, my doctor wouldn't let me pull the opposite arm for a while.
Uh-huh.
So he made me help both of them.
Woody from the UK. Morning, guys. That first round started awesome. Big shame about the stoppages. Big shame.
Well, I mean, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, Yorgi broke my heart too, Modis. And that was his birthday too.
Right. No, his birthday was
Oh,
tonight.
his birthday was Friday.
Yeah, but Tally's birthday was the 10th.
Yeah.
But like we said, we arm wrestled on my mom's birthday. Still can't believe I came up short.
What? I know, baby. They're asking, what could you improve to defeat Vitali? What weakness did you learn about?
I didn't stick to my game plan. Got a little flustered after round one, all the calls, and I had trained so much to just come straight back. And in round two, once we slipped, I thought, okay, I'm gonna set up and just hit real hard sideways and back. And that happens to leave me vulnerable. Sometimes overhit my hand. And that allowed him to sink that press in a little bit better than had I just went straight back. So technically, that's the only round he pinned me, you know, after like a stop where the match was long, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think he did a great job, obviously.
Yeah, someone said that you look shaken. He just finished a workout, guys, and we haven't slept. So what you see is tired, fatigue.
Then round three, even though I got called for the false start for the press outside the straps, I still thought I can get it in maybe. You know, maybe get a quick win on the board. And I just couldn't get away. I mean, the thing is, I probably did touch the pad with my pinky knuckle, but most of the time, I mean, it's still the rules, but most time in matches that magnitude, they want to see a clear-cut definitive pin, you know? So I thought I might have got the benefit of the doubt and we could have ran it back, but he was a better man, he deserved to win, so.
Here's a question, and be honest, babe, because I need to know for future. Did me talking to you about what was at stake, was that detrimental to your thoughts?
Man, I already knew everything. It was already in my head, so no, yeah. You did a good job, babe. You're trying to keep my head in the right space. You're trying to keep me focused on the match, but I mean, at this level, you can't make mistakes. I mean, especially, like, I think I was a stronger athlete. And I think if you look at round one, the stoppage, round one were both fresh, I think I look like the stronger athlete. I definitely have, I'm gonna be honest, I probably have the strongest pronation in the world. It may be an open pronation, but that being said, my pronation stopped and cracked his wrist at the center of the table, not open. So he's getting stronger closer, right? But his length and his leverage and his hand strength, and his just willingness not to fucking give up. You know, stick to that move and just stay there regardless. He said translator Alex is like, he was just hoping you would quit because his elbow and his wrist were hurting so bad, you know?
And you were hoping he would quit.
But yeah, I
So,
was like, dude, how about you give up? You know, this would be awesome for me.
so what do you think? Do you think Devin has you think his leverage is a better tool in that match?
So Devin's dominance is usually because he's the longer lever guy. Well, I'm not gonna say we've seen him struggle, but we've seen him have longer matches with someone with a similar lever like Matt Mask. Devin is a different human right now. He's a different animal. So I think Devin can put him in deep water bleeding. But you cannot underestimate Vitaly Lelettin. We're about to get in a car with him riding to the airport, and I'm gonna ask him to see where he rates himself now compared to the version of Hermes that he did. Because he's told me in my comment, I'm the toughest match he's had in the last 2 years, you know? Mm-hmm. What's funny is after the match, he goes, you're definitely number 3, you're definitely top 3 in the world. I'm sitting there thinking, I just lost to Hermes, I just lost to you, we got Levon. Devin's a bad dude. So I'm like, yeah, I'm top 3. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the confidence, buddy, but, and the thing is, I think I'm in the match with anybody. I swear, I think I'm in the match with anybody. I just need to be stronger. And the thing is, I just said the thing is like several times, but what I believe to be true is I'm just scratching the surface of what this new arm's capable of. So at almost 52 years old, this isn't a 52-year-old arm right now.
So why wouldn't you continue taking it out for a spin?
In the supers? You said you wanted to be healthy? Like,
I do.
yeah, I mean, I'm not unhealthy at this weight. I'm just not as healthy as I
What if you
like to be.
don't have to be that big? I mean, is all of
So,
that
listen.
usable body weight?
I don't think I can defeat LeVon sub 300. And I used to not be that guy. I used to think I could do it at 260, 270. I don't know if it's possible. You know, I think there's a certain degree, but who knows? Like maybe I could, if all I was a lean body mass and didn't have this extra fluff on me, what am I, 285?
You're breathing better, maybe not pumping?
Maybe. I mean, the thing is, if I want to stay super heavyweights, I don't have to stay mass building, bulking, super heavyweight. I can be, you know, lean, fit, healthy super heavyweight. But,
Oh, Michael, of course he's disappointed. He's asking how you deal with your feelings after a loss. He doesn't allow himself to dwell on it. He
well,
just
I'm
gets,
right back in the gym.
yep, he just gets back to
I
work.
went ahead and accepted a match in 6 weeks. I mean, 41 days now, right? So
He gets
I mean,
right back to
I
work.
don't know what else to do other than just keep pushing forward. I still believe it's possible. Like, I still believe it's possible. But we just gotta see what God's plan is, right? I mean, that's the thing is I thought that this path, I thought it was linear. And then we took the one loss. I thought, okay, that was the one loss, right? Now it's a straight path. I don't know, man. God's got different plans, you know. Maybe all this is just to toughen me up so, you know, I'm even stronger when it's time. Who knows? But we gotta get to the room and finish getting packed, and after the sweat, I'll probably need to get a shower now, you know.
Yeah.
But, hey, you guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back home tomorrow. So we'll probably start doing our morning cardios again on Tuesday. What do you think, babe? Our lives?
Oh, yeah.
I enjoy those.
Yeah.
And they've made a little progress on the pool. And, they backfilled the pool now. And I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're supposed to start putting in the bottom, the shallow end and the deep end. So after that, I think the liner. So who knows how far out we are, but it's going to be fun.
Well, there you have it.
All right, guys, once again, appreciate the support. It's not the end of the monster, man. I still got more fight left.
Okay, this message was hidden, but I unhid it, so I've got to read it because apparently Florida somebody is a complete wuss and doesn't believe in protecting his ladies. Feel sorry for the women who hang around you. Alrighty. Okay, guys, you have been awesome.
Take it easy.
Thanks for hanging out. We'll chat with y'all later.